game.
Yes, that was worth the entrance fee, and none of us have paid one, either at home or here. But it was a much more open game than one might have expected.
I think the game has been fantastic. The England-Argentina game gets 10 out of 10 for the drama and the excitement, the grit and determination. I don't think that'll be beaten, but this is real quality. So much open play and so much talent, ability and view. The touch and the technique is unsurpassed anywhere. It's fantastic to watch, it really is.
Who have you picked out in particular? Ronald de Boer seems to have had a fantastic half.
Ronald de Boer, typical him, he's picked the wrong brother. You know, it's one to watch. Are you suggesting that the England game wasn't top quality, which it was in fairness, but I understand what he's saying. England game was exhilarating. This is really fascinating in a different sort of way. It had almost everything. You're talking about shots and goals, shots hitting posts, goals, the lot.
Yeah, it was in marked contrast to yesterday's match between France and Italy, which was the kind of game that you don't want to go to too often, but this is just brilliant.
This has been absolutely superb, and there's wee battles within the game itself with Lopez on the left-hand side and Reisiger, but the one that I'm really enjoying is Davids and Ortega in the middle of the park. Two wonderfully talented players, different players, and they're having the right set to in the middle of the park. It's been a great game.
And Ronald de Boer was involved in the goal, wasn't he, in the Clivert goal?
He really was, and he learned it off and he missed it.
Do you think their approach is a bit different without Overmars? Not much is coming down the left, they're going through the middle more.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think they're missing Overmars, to be fair, because there's no genuine pace over in that side of the field. But however, having said that, they've had to adapt, and adapt it well they have done.
The good thing is, so much talent, they can't be negative, because everybody's good individually. There's not a negative player on the pitch.
I don't, in fairness, Des, I don't think you can afford to be negative anymore. Now, you're talking about a quarter-final, into the semi-final, there's no point in being negative.
It was a negative match yesterday.
You won't see a better goal. You won't see a better goal, shooting through the middle, strength, vision, and the header, the lay-off, the weight was perfect, and the chip over the goalie. Great goal.
Lopez has been troubling the Holland defence for pace in this match and got the goal. Now, give us your version of the goal and how it went in.
Well, initially I thought he tried to go around the goalkeeper. He's definitely onside. There's no doubt about that. The ball comes through. He's definitely...
That was a good finish.
It just shows you. I played midfield
Martin
for
thinks he was an attacker.
I played midfield for 38 years. Just shows you what an impression I made of McCoist. You know, brilliant.
Nice try to push up. Dangerous games, you get it wrong.
Very much so.
Dangerous
Jonker's back in the Dutch team today, having been left out before. Again, has played well, hit the post early on. And
What a
good first touch that was. Where does that place?
Right down.
He's the only man I know started at the bottom and went down.
Yeah.
You know?
Started badly and fell away.
Terrible, wasn't it? I mean, for Real Madrid, he's been outstanding, brilliant player. You know,
But
he was ill-advised.
Equally, Del Piero. I think, agree with Alan, I think Del Piero looked very, very tired.
Yeah.
I think he's had a wonderful season, but I just thought he looked a little bit jaded in this tournament.
Some players come great for a World Cup and others don't live up to their promise.
Yep,
That's right.
absolutely.
Mijatovic. This game has lived up to its promise, and we hope it does in the second half. Argentina 1, Holland 1. Here's Barry.
Well, it's been a party during the